in this one, Matt Manning.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it's into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
That was nice.
Parker Meadows getting ready to hit. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Garrett at third with nobody out. And that one misses up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here's Mookie now.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in.
Liner, base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Just missed. Semien, multi-time All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2011. Man at first, one away. That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a ball popped up. Casas settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and that is that. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1. Back here at Wrigley Field, now batting Tristan Casas. Cabrera back to work. Just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Garrett makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now, TJ Friedl. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And it's even up. Friedl was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement. Next pitch is outside.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that All-Star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the All-Star game, so he should appreciate this.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Jared Kelnick in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Now one missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Over to Lowe.
He's out.
And the inning is over. Here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Royce Lewis. Late with the swing there.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ball one there. Lewis with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon. He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And the batter now, Jonah Bride, right through there for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man at first. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here's your 1. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Three! You're out! Out! Ball 4, take your base! Out! You're out! 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 You're out! Out! Ball 4, take your base. Out! That's ball 4. You're out! 3! Out! 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 You're out! 3! Out! 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 You're out! 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 Out!
The number 7 is such a cool and
Good evening to those joining us for this live look-in on the show. I'm John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. You're just in time. Justin Steele still on the mound to start this ninth inning. We'll see if he can wrap this one up and complete the shutout.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
The 1-1. And there's a ball.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ozuna makes the catch, and there's one down.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Luis Rengifo. 0 for 3 in this one. That clips the corner.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the late stages of game 2. On the ground right side. Semien toss over to first. And they're down to their last out. Here's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely. And that
All set to start the ninth in this one. Digging in is the switch in. Outfielder, number 34. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike one. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4. Oh,
Yep,
that got
I
away
got
from
him.
him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball 4, take your base. 3! Out! You're out! 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 You're out! Out! That's ball 4.
Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Edward Cabrera. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Swings and chases a low one there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And the pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him. One away. Brendan Donovan up now for the Brewers. And that skips in the dirt. Donovan went deep in his most recent game. Cabrera, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. That's to third. Lewis gets it to first.
That's an out.
Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And that misses. Ball 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
2 down, nobody on. A little bit high. Now 3-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Full count.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Brian Jeffers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Brewers strand 1. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And on the hill here today, Joey Estes.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Bottom of the first. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Late swing, foul to the left. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Parker Meadows. That's in there. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Outside low, and 1-1. And a foul ball. Way inside. Popped up. Caminero hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Steven Lenskow.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Number 34, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Edman sizes this one up. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, Bo Bichette up to the dish. Cabrera back to work. First pitch swinging.
No balls. 1 strike.
Next one off the plate inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Towards first, low. Takes it himself. Out. 1 up, 1 down. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
That one fouled off. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. No score here in the second. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. Dives. What a play.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 16, Junior.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. High fly ball out towards left center. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's Royce Lewis. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. This to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So up next, Dylan Crews. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Now 1-1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. 2 up, 2 down. And as well, lots of pop in that bet. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Steven Lenskow will hit next. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. And ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette slings to first, and that is that. We'll move to the third with no score.
Hello?
All
Where's
set for
everybody
the
at?
start
Everybody
of the
dead?
inning. Now